At the age of 69, Bonnie Pointer, a founding member of the renowned vocal group, the Pointer Sisters, departed from this life, leaving a lasting legacy of innovative music and an unbreakable spirit. Bonnie was one of the founding members of the Pointer Sisters, and she was instrumental in creating the distinctive sound that made them famous and led to a Grammy Award. Anita Pointer, her older sister, confirmed her death with a heartfelt statement that conveyed her deep sorrow. "My closest friend, Bonnie, and I spoke daily and never got into arguments. I miss her right now, but I will see her again eventually." In 1969, Bonnie's musical career started in San Francisco when she and her younger sister, June, established the Pointers, a duo. Their soulful harmonies and contagious energy captivated audiences as they performed R&B covers in clubs throughout Oakland. Their elder sister, Anita, soon joined them after realizing how good they were at music and quitting her legal secretary job to dedicate herself to the family's musical endeavors. The Northern California State Youth Choir was immediately drawn to the trio due to their chemistry and vocal ability, and they sang with them before heading to the storied Fillmore West. Raised in a musical family, the Pointer Sisters sang in the Oakland church founded by their father. They did, however, covertly listen to secular radio artists like Etta James, Sam Cooke, Elvis Presley, and Nina Simone in addition to gospel music. Their eclectic sound was influenced by these early influences as well as the dynamic political and cultural climate of San Francisco in the late 1960s. The sisters were adamant about carving out a special place for themselves in the music business, and Bonnie in particular was well known for her spirit of adventure and refusal to fit neatly into one genre. The Pointer Sisters' spirit of adventure inspired them to try out a variety of musical genres, including pop, jazz, soul, and country. Their audacious defiance of the music industry's expectations was evident in their early work. Bonnie remained committed to her vision for the group even after an initial contract with Atlantic Records collapsed because the label preferred a more conventional R&B sound. She strongly asserted that the Pointer Sisters would not be restricted to any particular genre, saying that they want to sing along with everything. The band's big break came when they signed with independent record company Blue Thumb Records. Their 1973 debut album showcased a wide range of musical genres, including the gospel-infused Wang Dang Doodle and the funky groove of Yes We Can. The country ballad Fairy Tale, co-written by Bonnie and Anita, was later covered by Elvis Presley and won them a Grammy Award for Best Country Vocal Performance by a duo or group. Bonnie's versatility and inventiveness as an artist were demonstrated by her ability to blend various musical genres with ease. After deciding to go solo in 1977, Bonnie put out 2 self-titled albums showcasing her songwriting and vocal abilities. Her upbeat interpretations of Motown hits like Heaven Must Have Sent You and I Can't Help Myself, Sugar Pie, Honey Bunch, made her solo career particularly successful on the dance charts. Her rendition of Heaven Must Have Sent You, which was influenced by the Village People's YMCA, was a happy, festive hit that appealed to disco enthusiasts. Bonnie's fierce independence and desire to defy convention were hallmarks of her life and career. She was an accomplished writer and visual artist in addition to being a gifted musician. Anita, her sister, called her the visionary of the family, and David Rubinson, their longtime producer, said Bonnie was completely rebellious. Bonnie stood out for her fearless approach to both life and art. She was also well known for her self-assurance, assertiveness, and endless energy. Even though Bonnie was a successful solo artist, she occasionally performed with her sisters, displaying the enduring friendship and musical chemistry that had initially brought them together. A fan recorded one such performance, an impromptu version of Fire with Anita in a late 2019 Las Vegas bar. The video, which emphasized the Pointer Sisters' unwavering appeal and Bonnie's endearing demeanor, brought back memories of their wonderful vocal harmonies. Although Bonnie's death has left a vacuum in the music industry, her legacy endures thanks to the music she produced and the innumerable fans she touched. "Bonnie, honey, they really did love them," exclaimed her sister Ruth in 2009. She has earned a place in the annals of music history thanks to her contributions to the genre, her pioneering spirit, and her unwavering dedication to her craft. Future generations will be impacted by the trailblazer and the original member of the Pointer Sisters, passed away at the age of 69. Bonnie Pointer, a Grammy-winning singer-songwriter and original member of the Pointer Sisters, died at the age of 69. Anita Pointer, her elder sister, honored her in a statement announcing her passing. "I spoke with my best friend, Bonnie, on a daily basis, and we never argued. I miss her right now, but I will see her again eventually." There was no justification given. The Pointer Sisters were formed by Bonnie and her younger sister June in 1969 as the Pointers, a San Francisco-based band. Together, the two performed R&B covers at Oakland clubs and sang in the Northern California State Youth Choir. As soon as Anita Pointer saw her sisters, she left her job as a legal secretary to join them in the Fillmore West Choir. The Pointers grew up in Oakland, singing in the choir at their father's church and, when their parents weren't around, sneaking around listening to secular radio artists like Etta James, Sam Cooke, Elvis Presley, and Nina Simone. Subsequently, the siblings worked very hard at their music, learning about the revolutionary politics, music, and culture that were pulsating San Francisco in the late 1960s, writing and arranging vocals, creating original songs, and honing their craft. As a trio, they landed gigs as Elvin Bishop, Grace Slick, Sylvester, and Bo Skaggs' backup vocalists by leveraging their diverse musical tastes and stage presence. Bonnie was especially drawn to this kind of musical versatility because she was a bubbly, expressive singer who could easily incorporate pop, jazz, and soul elements. "I'm the kind of person who likes to do adventurous, new things. It's got to be a challenge for me to go forward because I don't like to be stuck into just one thing," she told Blues and Soul in 1979. That kind of thinking also applied to the Pointer Sisters' early work, which eluded easy categorization. When Atlantic Records insisted on more conventional R&B, an early contract with the label collapsed. In Fairy Tale, the Pointer Sisters' family story, Anita Pointer stated that Bonnie was especially demanding that the ensemble sound diversified. "We've decided. We want to join in on all the songs." With the arrival of Sister Ruth, the sisters' fortunes improved, and they were able to find a home with the independent label Blue Thumb. Their self-titled debut LP from 1973 began with their first hit, a stomping version of Alan Toussaint's "Yes We Can," and it ended just as magnificently with a blazing gospel blues version of Wang Dang Doodle. In between, the Pointers talked about swing, jazz, and Broadway. The next year's That's a Plenty featured the tender country ballad Fairy Tale, co-written by Bonnie and Anita. After the song gained popularity and won Best Country Vocal Performance by a duo or group at the Grammy Awards, Elvis Presley recorded a version of it. Bonnie co-wrote the album's blues-influenced song Shaky Flat Blues with her sisters. She also had a credit on How Long, Betcha Got a Chick on the Side, a 1975 hit song that was a low-key, sensual funk kiss-off. In order to launch her solo career, Bonnie Pointer put out 2 albums under the same name after departing the group in 1977. Her greatest successes came from her covers of the Motown hits Heaven Must Have Sent You and I Can't Help Myself, Sugar Pie, Honey Bunch, that peaked at number 10 on the dance charts. Her largest solo hit was the latter. Inspired by the Village People's YMCA, she cut a more traditional version that featured a coda of her scat singing, and she also created an exuberant, celebratory disco version. She said in 2013 that gave me the idea to sing it like that. That's where the rhythm and beat originated. For that reason, I called Berry Gordy and told him to do that. I never thought I would scat. That was an impromptu action. I felt motivated to act on that very moment. Patricia Eva Pointer, the 5th child of Reverend Elton Pointer and his wife, Sarah, was born in Oakland in 1950. As Anita Pointer wrote in Fairy Tale, the Pointer Sisters' family story, the babysitters gave the young girl the nickname Bonnie because they thought she was just as cute as a bunny. In an odd turn of events, Bonnie chose to go by Bonnie instead of the term of endearment. She wrote in the book, "I like the idea of making myself or naming myself. I'm the only one in the family with a nickname." That kind of iconoclasm would define Bonnie's life and career. Bonnie was not just a talented musician, but also an accomplished writer and visual artist. Anita Pointer referred to Bonnie as the visionary of the family in Fairy Tale. The Pointer Sisters' family story and veteran producer David Rubinson said that Bonnie was completely rebellious. "She is the epitome of self-assurance and boldness. She has a very active lifestyle and is very energetic."